welcome to Two Men and a Duck Entertainment LLC, the making of the web series Day of the Dove. As of, in 15 minutes, we will have put on the web 7 different web miniseries episodes. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things we have found out about making the web series so far. And with me is Doug and Doug.
So we started with the pilot episode, and we can talk a little bit about why it's kind of different from the rest of the episodes. But,
half the actors didn't come back. That's a short summary of why.
Yeah. Well, the style changed too.
Yeah, the pilot we were thinking about going in the direction of a little more kind of serious zombie type take over the world kind of feel. And we changed it to more of a slapstick comedy, even though the pilot is funny.
Yeah, I like this opening.
In the 1960s, Alfred Hitchcock brought to life the suspense thriller The Birds. Compared to The Day of the Dove, the sheer terror of The Birds will seem like an episode of Hannah Montana. There's no fear like the primal fear of facing the diamond dove.
We may have borrowed from a certain movie with stars and wars in them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. I know when we showed this short at the Pikes Peak Film Festival, Show Us Your Shorts, we had a lot of laughter at the rolling out of the titles. Then
this picture here, the opening one that has just become this. I mean, you got the Day of the Dove off of, what was that site?
Fiverr. Fiverr.com for $5 had that logo made.
I always thought it was funny because it's a phoenix.
That's all right. Yes.
Even though it's a dove.
It's a very tough dove.
Yes.
Which is what we want.
Yes, and that is Tiffany. I think I took that picture on my cell phone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Tiffany, who was the first dove because Cash is a prima donna. Mm-hmm. And of course then, we start out with just Cash being...
And there,
sweet.
Cash is turning green because that's gives him the powers that he.
Cash did really good. I mean,
Tiffany playing Cash.
yeah. Tiffany was, probably the more active of the two. I think.
Oh yeah, she was older, bigger. And now and that was our first go with having live animals intentionally acting a part.
Mm-hmm. And knowing what we were doing.
The bird's probably not the best animal to start with.
And we didn't green screen Tiffany at all. Tiffany was always on the blanket, mm-hmm. which we used through the entire first half. We used her a lot, but she did good. Mm-hmm. And that was our first attempt with a child. She mm-hmm. did good.
We'll have more children in season 2.
Yes, season 2 is going to have lots of children. Mm-hmm. The fun part, though, I'll never get over Ron. And him playing that zombie fight character, and then your daughter, of course.
I must obey Cash.
Mm-hmm. That's a much closer shot than we started with because of Pikachu.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Yeah, gotta not have trademark violations.
Mm-hmm. At least not blatant ones that are through most of the entire episode. And of course Stephanie, who is also our hooker in Sanitized, mm-hmm. which will be on the web sometime soon.
Mm-hmm. They did a great job.
Oh, I love that where they're doing that whole, it's all serious looking, and then they start slapping him like a schoolgirl fight.
Mm-hmm.
Cash says, no, wait a minute, you guys got to get the job done, not. He's a tough boss.
So I would say this is Cash's humble beginnings. He doesn't quite know what he's doing yet.
No, just some of the origin work, and in season 2 we'll have some backstory on him as well. Now you must. I think this looks like a very big dove the way we filmed this here. You're like not exactly sure how big.
Yeah. It actually varies in size quite often. Which part of the story is I mean, if you can turn someone into a turtle, he can change his size. And this is the one that this was our first green screen shot, because we shot Dove before we shot Sanitized, and so it almost looks like we did the snatch and grab, where you go and film something real quick. But that's Ron in your living room in front of a green screen. We were just wanting to get the shot done because we were all tired.
Yeah, that was like 9 o'clock at night.
Yep.
And that's the money's from Peter's safe in his house.
Yeah. So go visit Peter's safe anytime.
Yeah,
it did not come from Amazon.
My wife has already spent it all.
There's a dove again.
Yeah.
Ron just, the way he did that, he pulled off that whole I'm crazy.
Somebody do something.
Now this is Doug's favorite scene because of the weather.
Must obey cash.
Talk about
Yes,
that, Doug.
because it was happened to be foggy out that night, and put the camera at the best angle to capture the fog, and I think we did a good job of getting the fog in the picture as another character.
Yeah, we had to plan this fog well in advance.
Yes, we had to say fog. Which has made me start thinking of that we probably need a fog machine for some of the episodes coming up.
Oh yeah, as well as a karaoke machine, because we're going to have the special director's singing version.
Yeah, that will take away all of our people. They will never ever watch again.
We have we're assembling a following of college kids that want to be in the film, so I'm looking forward to it.
All that was done with one take, and so with one camera. So we had to move the camera in, but it looks pretty good.
On. Yesterday?
All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
All right. Scenes, Day of the Dove, scene 10 through 12. Take 4. Action.
Cash. Must obey cash. Cash. Must obey cash.
Cut. Freeze. Day of the Dove. Scenes 10 through 12. Moving upstairs. Action.
Cash must obey cash. 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 Cash must obey cash.
Yeah, I remember you trying to go up the back of the stairs in this earlier shot. Oh, here's where we first remember, and we'll show some footage of that. We tried multiple techniques for filming and getting the green, and I think the final one that we used, is we had green cellophane and a flashlight behind it.
Yep, that's what we did.
And it just fits so well with Cash's, or Tiffany in this case, the colorings. Because Tiffany's got a little bit more, had more variations of color.
Well, was also larger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, looked a little thicker, a little more muscular. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of beak opening and closing to dub in the voice to make it look like.
As the editor, I am quite glad of that. I've decided it's all telepathic or something. Just listen to it.
You know, what we're explaining, the way the reason Cash looks smaller is because magic sometimes saps his body.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to get more green. If I recall, there's some things in the script that cover that.
Yes, indeed. And I'm thinking, looking at this shot, that we might want to consider some baseball-like trading cards for the Day of the Dove. Wouldn't that be a great trading card, right, like that?
Well, so far we got one. Well, we could do a Tiffany trading card, too. And then as we film the other birds. How many birds are there now?
Well, there were 5, but we've given 2 away to the bird rescue.
Yeah, but it sounds like Cash is more than willing to work on getting some more.
Yeah. Cash never hit it off with Tiffany, but once we brought in Cash's new partner, Angus, I love the name, and I picked that. They started reproducing.
When you have a sexy name like Angus, you
You name your mate after a steak. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, these are all just, we stuck the camera on the bird doing whatever it does. And there's Stephanie again.
Somebody's gonna make it stop.
Totally different look for her there from when she plays the hooker. We'll pull it in a shot of it. Here's a shot of the hooker. Meg was fantastic.
Do something. I must save the world.
Just pulling that off.
This was hard to film because I was kind of in a corner.
Some of the stuff that you got, though, outside, you got pictures of her dancing around. Mm-hmm. And she started becoming silly. And those were fantastic. Of her just not... I don't even think she knew the camera was on her. Or if not, she was just hamming it up.
Yeah, one of the big changes we made too in this episode, we tried to have more of a Blair Witch product feel. Blair Witch project.
Yeah.
I think I said product. No.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, Day of the Dove. Scene 7, 9, and 13. Zombie walk to ATM. Action.
And we changed to having more mounted still cameras rather than a little bit of the shaky kind of found footage feel.
And as you start to see later as we move through the episodes, it became crucial because when you take a bird that's going this way, a camera that's going this way, you can't fix that in editing. So now that we've added turtles to this...
Well, they don't move too fast.
Darwin's pretty quick, though, for a turtle.
Yeah.
I was impressed. And the storyline, the dialogue here is simple. Cash, must obey Cash.
Mm-hmm.
My wife, on that particular segment, got so sick as I'm editing of hearing Cash, must obey Cash.
So in future episodes, Cash will maintain abilities to control people, but they won't be quite so zombie-like.
And Damiana never was really zombie-like.
No,
Rufus
not at
is
all.
just stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, Cash controls Dr. Brown in one of the episodes in the future with some green light.
All right, so this is our second green screen shot.
Today, a dove nearly took over the world. Stopping supervillains is both our responsibility and really, really tasty.
We wanted to create a fast food look. 12-piece nuggets for $4.99, Dove nuggets.
Much cheaper than Chick-fil-A.
And that's where, when we did the red carpet event, Donna made those little cakes that were called Dove nuggets. And I did watch people as they started to watch this, and they're looking in their gift bags, Dove nuggets. Well, what's a Dove nugget? And I saw this scene, they were like, oh, I get it now. I still want to eat it, but I feel bad about it now.
One of they went home and they tasted it, and it was really sweet because it was a little cake with frosting around it.
One of my friends
That's what
didn't
they
even
thought.
get to eat it. She got home and her kids found it.
Yeah.
Yep.
They took care of that for her. But nice of them.
Yeah, I'm thinking there we might have some Day of the Dove action figures as well.
Meglord versus...
Well, we can have Cash the Dove and, the accountant.
All right, and here's our first set of credits. This was an interesting process to learning all the credits. And you notice, in this one, Doug Zewski, as my phone calls it,
That's mine calls it too.
is behind the camera. We'll see that change later. Now, there were two other times where this one character appears beforehand, but they're fast. And it almost looks like we made a mistake. But we
No
didn't.
mistakes.
This is the Mystery Man.
Hard to kill a supervillain. Just ask Batman.
That as you watch through the episodes, you start to wonder what's going on with this guy. And we haven't told you the answer to that yet. And that's Peter right here. He plays the Mystery Man throughout, and then of course the two doves. And that was also part of our making it a little creepier and a little more.
Yeah, we happened to have a fire truck that just happened to go by when we were filming this, and we thought we would keep that effect rather than take it out.
And then I added some more sound to it, of course. And there, where it says the account will return, then we were using the red, but when I was editing it, Donna felt that the red wasn't working right, so we came up. That's why everything's now green on all the words except for the credits, because it's on the black screen. Because it's the power of cash. It's green.